Down to the wire, Alabama Senate race now. Brand new Fox poll out 1 hour ago. Alabama voters telling us that the Democrat Doug Jones has a 10-point lead before tomorrow's vote over Roy Moore, 50-40. About a month ago, it was 8 points at 50-42. Katie Pavlich, editor at townhall.com, and a Fox News contributor. Marianne Marsh, senior advisor to former Senator and Secretary of State John Kerry. And ladies, good day to both of you.
Good morning.
Instant analysis. Katie, go ahead. What do you see there?
Well, this Fox News poll is an outlier compared to the rest of polls that we've seen in the past 3 weeks, which have shown a closer and tighter race with Roy Moore ahead. But it's anybody's game tomorrow. The Democrats have enthusiasm on their side, not only because of Roy Moore, but because they feel like this is a vote against Donald Trump. And Roy Moore feels like he needs to win partially because of a vindication factor. So on Wednesday, depending on who wins, we'll be talking about what are the political implications for the White House, considering they've gotten so involved in this race. It is surprising to me that Republicans are having to fight so hard to pick up a seat in Alabama that used to be held by Senator Jeff Sessions, who is now the Attorney General.
All right,
it should be easier than this.
Understood. Marianne, Donald Trump won the state by 28 points about a year ago. Well, what does Doug Jones need in order to pull off what would be a political earthquake?
A couple things, Bill. The bigger the turnout, the better for Jones. You can see that in this poll. He needs a low turnout amongst Republicans, a high turnout amongst women, Democrats, Republicans, and independents, and a very high turnout amongst African Americans. One of the most interesting statistics in this poll is the fact that amongst independents, Jones leads by 29 points. That is huge because most everyone's talked about this as a tribal race, Democrats versus Republicans, independents, women, African Americans can decide this race, and you already see indications that it will be a high turnout. 9% increase in absentee ballot requests. The Secretary of State increased his turnout projection from 25% to above 25%. That gets you over 825,000 voters tomorrow out of 3.3 million. So if all those things happen and the Democrats are competitive on Election Day, when they usually do well in early voting and absentee ballots, slip behind on Election Day, this could be the biggest political story so far this year.
Special elections are tough to call. Katie, quickly, I just want to show you one more thing here, okay? Do you believe the allegations against Moore? I highlighted the center area because that seems to be where the movement is. In November, it was 37% say it's no and untrue, and that's dropped 4 points to 33% as of now. Katie, go.
It's certainly moving in Moore's favor, and we have to keep in mind that the majority of voters, vast majority of voters in Alabama, are Republicans. It's going to be difficult for Democrats to make up that ground. However, if you look at special elections that we've had around the country this year, although Republicans have been winning them, Democrats have done better than the polling shows. So the polling is all over the map on this race. It's difficult to tell who will show up for Election Day tomorrow, which is in December, not November. So it'll be interesting to see what Alabama voters decide.
A lot of breaking news this morning. Thanks for hanging in there, ladies. Marianne Marsh, thank you. Katie Pavlich, thanks to you as well. You bet.